Hiking is an excellent way to enjoy nature while getting a good workout. Exploring off the grid can be invigorating, but one downside is that help may not be readily available if you find yourself in trouble. A group of hikers discovered a hidden tomb during one of their adventures. The entrance was blocked by a large circular stone, and they eagerly scrambled over to investigate. Imagine their thrill as they rolled the stone door aside. Julia, her husband Sam, and their friend Dylan stepped into the tomb without hesitation, excited about the possibility of a significant discovery. However, after a few steps, their excitement shifted to fear as the passage seemed to stretch endlessly. Thankfully, they were well prepared and had brought headlamps with them. They soon came to a halt in front of a locked gate. Sam and Dylan were eager to try opening it, but Julia felt more cautious. She warned them that it might not be wise to proceed and suggested they turn back. However, Sam argued that they had come too far. If they didn't see it through, they would always wonder about what could have been. Nothing is worse than being haunted by what-ifs. In the end, Julia's adventurous spirit and curiosity got the best of her. She knew Sam was right, so Julia gave in and agreed to continue their exploration. Dylan found a heavy solid stone, hoping it could help break the old lock. He tried to crush the lock with the heavy stone, but the lock did not budge. The three tried different methods to open the door. Dylan then attempted to kick the door down. He gave the stubborn door a strong kick, and the sound echoed down the dark hallway. Everyone held their breath as the door creaked open. The three slowly stepped into the hallway. The air was musty and damp. It seemed like they had stumbled into something ancient. The walls were lined with strange, hieroglyphic-like symbols. Julia did not feel comfortable in the dark passageway anymore, but Sam and Dylan encouraged her to keep going. There was no way they could turn back now. They might be on the verge of discovering something significant. A few minutes later, the trio did stumble upon something big. The group stopped in their tracks, and Julia's scream pierced through the empty, ancient hallway. They finally found something unexpected. The group stumbled into a room filled with skeletons. And if that wasn't scary enough, there was something strange about the skeletons. They were arranged in a circle. One of the skeletons held a box in its hands. When Julia calmed down, they tried to get a closer look at the box. It was covered in writing they could not understand, nor did it look familiar. It appeared to be in an unknown language. Julia was being a downer. Couldn't she understand that they had stumbled upon something potentially great? Julia pleaded with them to just leave the box alone, but Sam and Dylan were determined to uncover the secrets that came along with it. The box was clearly something important. This was an opportunity they should not let slip away. Dylan agreed with Sam. Sam suggested they should just take the box. Now that they had the mysterious box, they decided it was time to make their way out. But when they finally reached the gate, they saw something unexpected. Their eyes widened. The locked gate that Dylan had kicked open was closed and locked again. Did this mean they were not the only ones who knew about the tomb? Was someone aware that they were inside and had locked them in? Sam and Dylan exchanged worried looks. Maybe Julia was right all along. Suddenly, they heard a faint rustling sound behind them. Was something in the tomb with them? Kick it open, Julia said urgently, desperate to get out of the tomb. Dylan finally managed to kick the door open again. Their hearts pounding in fear giving them an adrenaline rush, the three ran out of the tomb. As fast as they could, they had to get out of there right away. Relief washed over them as they reached the end of the tunnel and felt the open air. They emerged from the tomb, breathless and shaken. There were a lot of questions running through their minds, and they almost forgot that they had taken the mysterious box with them. The first thing they needed to do was to get back to safety and then deal with the box. They walked back to where they had left the car, but even when they were safely inside, nobody talked about what had just happened. The three of them agreed to forget about the mysteries of the day for now and deal with the box when they reached Sam and Julia's house. Suddenly, Dylan asked Sam to drop him off at his apartment. Also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these real-life stories every day. He suddenly decided that he did not want anything to do with the box. It seemed like he had gotten spooked. Julia turned to Dylan and reminded him that he was the one who had taken the box, but Dylan could not be convinced to go home with them. He said he was exhausted and needed some rest. Sam and Julia dropped Dylan off and took the box home with them. Julia was uneasy about having the mysterious box in their house. Sam, on the other hand, was curious and excited to find out what was inside. But Julia was also feeling too tired, so they both decided to sleep on it. She did not want Sam toying with that thing alone. The next morning, Sam rolled out of bed eager to open the box. He rushed to the garage where he had left it, but he found that discovering more about the box would not be as easy as he thought. He tried everything he could think of, but the box was sealed shut. Sam was not sure what to do with it. After finding out he could not open it, Julia told him they should just surrender it to the police, but Sam was not ready to give it up yet. Julia reminded him that it was not theirs anyway. They had just taken it. Sam tried every tool at his disposal, but the box remained stubbornly sealed. Ultimately, he agreed with Julia. It was pointless to keep the box if they couldn't open it, and Julia was reluctant to hold onto it anyway. The best course of action was to hand it over to the police, hoping they would know how to handle it. Sam made the call and explained the situation. The police arrived within minutes, and upon examining the box, they quickly decided to take it, noting that it might be significant. They informed Sam and Julia that it would be sent to the appropriate experts. Weeks went by without any updates, and Sam and Julia nearly forgot about the box until the police knocked on their door again. They returned to share some exciting news. The box was a major discovery. They had managed to open it and found artifacts from a lost ancient civilization. This could be one of the most significant finds in history, and Sam and Julia were part of it. The police were now seeking their help to identify the exact location where they had found the box. With renewed determination, Sam, Julia, and Dylan prepared to venture back into the depths of the tomb, this time feeling more confident with the police supporting them.